boys don't cry, man up, be tough, be strong, be dependable. You are the provider and you're the breadwinner. You are supposed to lead and be tough and be strong and be dominant and in control.
Man up, bottle up, be strong. Your dad will pat you at the back and say, be a man. Friends and colleagues, associates will touch you and say, but you are a man, you should, that's manliness. They just want it. They say, man up, take it in, bottle it up. Trust me, you are a man, you get it figured out.
So those words, get them to feel like, hey, you can't lose it. You have to have everything under control because you're a man. You have to man up.
The social label that has been put on men as to man up, be strong. How can you be crying? Are you a woman?
So you know how you man up, you're a man, so don't share how you're feeling, don't lose control. You have to be in control of your thoughts. So men generally think that they cannot express themselves and as such cannot get help as to how they're feeling.
This thing starts from childhood and then they grow up with it that my mom told me, my dad told me and stuff like that.
They measure men masculinity by how much they can provide and protect their families or people around them.
So that social label of a man, how can you be experiencing this? Man up, take charge of yourself, is what makes it difficult for men to open up to say, hey dude, I'm going through this thing.
This discussion is very important because many people do not know that men die more from suicide more often than women, because many women experience it, they think it, they even attempt it, but more men are actually dying by suicide more than female, and many people are not aware of this fact.
In fact, if you check it statistically, we have more women who attempt suicide than men. But we have more men who complete suicide than women.
So the society expects more from men and demands more from men. So that burden of having to meet that high expectation makes them more susceptible to actually committing suicide than female.
I remember when I lost my mom back then in secondary school, and I got home from school and I met, the clergymen in their house. And the first thing they said was, you have to be a man. I was 16. And you're saying you have to be a man. And that experience that I couldn't grieve properly lived with me for 8 years.
We have men that cry, but men cannot cry in public because if they cry in public, they are seen as weak people. And all of that ideology over time passed on from one family to next family through generations have made them to feel like, oh, men are not emotional beings. And that is not true. We all have an emotional part that we can all get in touch with.
Nobody really wants to die. Nobody wakes up one morning to say, today, death is my desire.
People commit suicide to escape the pain or hurt or whatever reason that they are feeling. But the truth is that you might have escaped it, or you've passed that burden and that pain to someone else, to your family, to your friend, to your co-workers, or to your loved ones. People that you've left behind are the ones who face that burden. And many times we've heard cases of people who are left behind, who now had their own mental health problems because of the impact of, oh, you lost someone.
You must consider that it's not just about you, but your loved ones, the people around you.
Understand that we are who we are because we're humans. We all have feelings, we all have emotions.
Mainly, we cannot feel better sometimes until we express ourselves. Sometimes until you cry, you can't get that thing off of your chest.
The least thing you want to do is take your own life. No, you shouldn't. It shouldn't even be in the option. you should seek and get help.
So telling someone about it sometimes is the ease that you need to unburden your heart to someone. So that's the first thing, because if you don't speak up, you won't get help. Nobody knows how you're feeling until you speak up.
Humans run into problem, they seek help, get it done, and move on. There will always be problem. It is part of life to face challenges, and that's why you are not alone in this world. The other people around you are there to help you. Colleagues, associates, friends, families, they are in existence to help you. So a man is supposed to seek help because a man is human. You are a being, and it's a normal thing for a being to be vulnerable.
So there's a need to stop that construct of a man or be a man and let it be a function of your human. So be human, express yourself, how you feel, what you're thinking.
That the society should manage their expectation of men. They should let it be known that men can actually be vulnerable.
Yes, it's a call to everyone, both male, female, children, every part of the community. We need to, now that we know that men are actually going through a lot more, and we have seen the statistics of how they are committing suicide, it is time that we need to also focus on men. We need to provide an environment that enables men to freely express themselves. We need to provide that support system, programs that enable them to freely express themselves. We need to have a community where men can talk about this problem.